new YouTube channel. Who dis? If you don't know, my name is Jessica Rose. I have a personal brand called She Really Had a Baby, where I've built an audience of over 1 million followers across social media. I've made over $200,000 selling digital products. I've made even more money than that doing brand partnerships through my social media channels. You may know me most for my comedic mom raps, but one thing that's for sure is that I understand social media. And in 2026, I decided I wanted to differentiate my business from my personal brand. And that's what you're looking at right now. So welcome to Market Like a Mama. I believe that every mom should be selling their lived experience. So what you're going to find here is me teaching you guys story-powered strategies to create content and sell digital products. Your story, your lived experience is literally a digital product that you can sell. So if you're here for the first time, which you should be because this is the first video, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Introduce yourself to me in the comments. Let me know what you're maybe looking forward the most to learning from me. And let's get into today's video, which I'm really excited about. This one's going to be a little bit more of a hot topic video. Honey, the girls have been tussling on Threads, on Instagram, on TikTok. Today's video is going to be a deep dive on the rise, the fall, and then the rise again of a huge brand and how marketing and social media plays into that. But before we get into that, I definitely need some coffee. It is a new year. We're in 2026, which means that we just passed holiday season. And something that was catching a lot of attention online was people sharing their Christmas presents, mine included. I got a Coach bag. Now, I was very excited about getting this bag. It was olive green. I've been eyeing this bag for a couple of months and I was really excited to get it. But there was a very interesting discourse online about the bag and the company itself. And the debate was centered around whether or not Coach is a luxury brand. Now, I personally think that the bag that I spent almost $1,000 on is definitely considered luxury, but there were some girls that were disagreeing. I was not the only person online sharing their Coach bag. There were tons and tons and tons of women online sharing theirs. And the debate was, is Coach luxury or is Coach not? I understand why the debate exists because I personally remember feeling like Coach is not it until recently. But I decided to do a little bit of a deep dive into the Coach brand itself so we can really study the rise, the fall, and the rise again of Coach. So Coach is an American luxury brand that was founded in New York in 1941. So Coach started off doing really well, and what I noticed is the company took a tank in around 2014 when the expansion of their outlets almost started to outweigh their actual stores. And anyone that understands outlets knows that it's usually somewhere that people go to get items for cheaper because it's where the rejects are sent, or it's where items that didn't make the cut for the storefront lines get sent for people to go and purchase. But the outlets were doing so well that they continued to invest into expanding them, and all that did was make Coach very, very, very accessible. And while that may have momentarily been a good financial boost for the Coach brand, in the long term it did not end up working out so well. I found a BuzzFeed article from 2014 about how Coach became class. And it was definitely attributed to this outlet expansion, but what I found the most interesting is the comments from over 11 years ago where people are saying, yeah, Coach was cool, but now everybody and their mama is walking around Walmart with them, and it is not the luxury brand that it used to be. The expansion of the outlet and the changed public perception of Coach was happening at the exact same time that brands like Kate Spade, Tory Burch, and Michael Kors were doing well, which was also something that didn't play in Coach's favor at the time either. The lesson here as far as marketing is concerned is that marketing is psychological. And when people perceive something as less accessible, they think that it's more valuable. So Coach was having the opposite effect. If everyone has access to it, then we don't see it as that luxurious, valuable thing that we once did. Scarcity equals value to people. And you should always consider that in your marketing strategies, especially when you're selling digital products, which is why I heavily believe in things like wait lists and only opening sales during certain specific periods of time. I also think that as a Black woman, it is important to acknowledge the fact that when something becomes more accessible, it does become more accessible to marginalized groups of people. And so racism is definitely at play here as well, because some people just didn't think Coach was luxury anymore simply because people of color had access to and enjoyed it very much. And I think that's still what's playing into some people still not thinking it's luxurious today, despite the quality of the products never changing. Over the years, things like Coach getting a new creative director helped the brand immensely. And then in 2021, that's when things started to really pop off for Coach. And of course, that was through social media. Coach started focusing on Gen Z and focusing on influencer marketing campaigns on social media. They worked with Meg the Stallion, Bob the Drag Queen. They even did a full-blown campaign with Lil Nas X. They saw that Gen Z was reacting very, very well to the Tabby bag, and they doubled down on iterations of that purse over and over again in a multitude of ways. And because of that, it's still one of the more popular bags from the brand even today. Not only was Coach focusing on doing more social media marketing and influencer campaigns, they started focusing on sustainability initiatives as well, which again is something that is really popular among their target audience, Gen Z. The same way that songs from 20 years ago randomly get revived and start getting traction on social media is the same way that Coach rose again to popularity and visibility through social media. Influencer marketing and social media revived the Coach brand, especially with them adding in things like personalization to the brand with monogramming that you can get done to the products in store. Coach did a really good job about collaborating with the right people, starting the right conversations, and most importantly, still retaining their old audience. Because yes, I'm not Gen Z. I'm very much a millennial mom who loves her Coach bag. And the fact that they were able to, as a brand, focus on Gen Z while still retaining the audience from before is very, very impressive. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think that Coach is a luxury brand? Have you been influenced by their social media marketing and influencer campaigns? Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. I think the story of Coach leaves us with really two important marketing lessons. One being that scarcity is something that is valuable to people, and the more that people have access to something, the less valuable that they perceive it. Marketing is psychological, point blank, period. The second is that social media and the right collaborations with the right focus on a target audience is the key to success when it comes to making something pop and work on social media. I'm really excited about this journey that I'm going on with Market Like a Mama in 2026. Thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. If you're struggling with monetizing on social media in any way, please check out the show notes in the description box. There will be a link to my Market Like a Mama program where I am teaching you how to create, launch, market, and sell a digital product, alongside giving you access to my digital marketing community where we talk about all things content creation, digital products, affiliate links, brand deals, all that jazz. We're in community with one another, focused on story-powered strategy, because listen, your lived experience is your product. See you guys for the next video. Bye.